Okay, this is the start of some work I'm doing for a client. It's in two parts. The first part is a head working, and I'll be using a little doll's head for that. Even though the doll is female, I've whacked off the hair. We want it to be a male. It's very hard to find male dolls. This doesn't matter as long as we've got the head. You could use a skull candle as well. I like these because I pop these into jars, and that makes it, in my opinion, that makes it more effective. So I'll be doing this, and I will be doing, I'll be working with haggis. Uh, so first of all, I just want to get this prepared and show you what I do. So it's going to be very, very basic. I can't really go into all the details, as you know, but the person you want to work on, you put their picture and their name inside the little head. Okay, and what I'm going to do is write her name across the forehead in pen. That is so that he is thinking about her, that we've put her on his mind. And you need to open up the part at the back. I used a knife to open that up because I want to put a few bits and pieces in there. I want to put some oils in there. So we want him to communicate. So I'm looking for some communication oil. There we go. And this spell, I'm calling on Amon to assist, and I will go into a bit more detail in a second. Oh, this is so tight. I could anoint. I used my brain. First of all, I could have just anointed the actual name paper and photograph, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So love oil, okay. That reconciliation. Want to put reconciliation on his mind. This is a little mix of cinnamon to get him thinking about her in a lustful way, so he'll contact her. Again, if you have something else, go with whatever you have. And I'm going to pop a little bit of control oil in there because that's what we're doing. We're trying to control him to get to the point where we were at the result that we want. Okay, so I'm just going to seal that with some red wax. I can't really seal it because there's a hole in the bottom where the body fits, but it doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to pop that doll's head. Okay, and I'm going to light a little bit of incense. So, like I said, we're going to be calling. I was also putting some sugar inside that doll's head. That's what all the sugar's here about. But I like to surround the doll in some sweetness, so that's why I put the sugar there. Now you could use cigarette smoke. You could use cigar smoke. I'm using an incense cone. I don't like smoking, but you could puff the smoke on the doll's head as you're making the statements of intent. The reason why is because it's a smoke screen, it's a barrier. If that person decides to go for a reading, this won't show up in a reading. The smoke will prevent. It protects the client from any work, turning up in a reading or something like that. Okay, so the reason why I chose Amon, I get a feeling for what spirit to work with. I was going to choose another one, but this one pulled to me more. So Amon is a marquee. Color is violet. Incense is jasmine. Metal is silver. Planet is the moon. And the element is water. His N is Ave Secor Amon Ninan. The original purpose predicts the future, knows the past. He can be invoked to cause or reconcile feuds between friends. He also works really well at reconciliation between, couples that have parted company. And the author of this book, S. Conley, goes on to say, some see Amon as a fire demon to be worshipped at the summer solstice. Amon can help bring emotions to a head so that they can be released as usable energy. Amon can help with finding friends. And the fact that daemon, I mean, it's not what it sounds like. It really just translates to wise one. I find that the Goetia is there to educate us. To there's a spirit for everything in the Ars Goetia. So I think they're there to direct us in life and help us in life, and I don't think that they should be feared. If you're careful, I think you'll be fine. Anyway, getting back to this. So I'm turning this clockwise whilst saying you will think of, we'll call her Jane Doe, the client. Jane Doe, you know the drill with these videos. You'll think about her. She's all you can see when you sleep. She's in your dreams. You really want to be with her. No other female comes close. Just her and only her. You'll make contact with her and you will start seeing her. And when you see her, it will be just you and her. There will be no other females in your life. You'll be dedicated to her and only her. I command this. Amon, please help with this situation. We will make your name known. So I'll continue to do that for a good 15 minutes. I also will light a little candle. I just wanted to show you what is actually done here. So yeah, there's a lot more work, and I'll put some more bits and pieces around this, some more cinnamon, some more rose petals, that sort of thing. Also, she wanted to, I should say also, when I'm finished, I work this probably for, I don't know, I think maybe 2 weeks. And then I will put the doll's head and the client's picture in a jar, and I'll put either syrup, honey, or sugar in that jar, and I'll continue to burn candles on it. And then when I feel the time is right, I'll deploy this. It will be dug into the base of a tree. But yeah, that's really what I'm going to show you, because I'm going to be working on this for the next, like I said, 2 weeks. I won't be showing the jar part, but I will be doing a jar next with regards to the second half of this working, which is a call to Haggith. So Haggith is an Olympic spirit in the orbit hall of magic, associated with Venus. So basically, Haggith is really good for glamour work, directing you towards, for women, it would be like clothes that fit you well. It would be hairstyles that suit you, makeup that flatters you. So basically, sorry, I had to stop the video there. That's the sigil of Amon, and I went over it with black pen. And when I could feel myself falling into a slightly altered state, that's when I made the request known. And that will sit underneath. I had to move the little head. That will sit underneath the plate. I don't like to burn candles near sigils, so bear that in mind. Okay, so I made a little cloth doll. It's not great, but I made this little cloth doll, and I put her photograph and name in there, and I baptized it. And I will do a video on how I bless baptized dolls. That was requested in the comment section. Someone asked that, so I will do that. I think it was a while back, yeah. So I hand put together the seal of Haggith. It's not great, but for some reason I wanted to hand draw it. You can put that into Google and pull up an image of it and then just go over it. You could go over it in green, that's a color associated with Haggith. But I think you need to familiarize yourself with Haggith and the orbit hall of magic. It's up to you to do that. Excuse me. So you could prepare this work in the hour of Venus on a Friday. That's what I'll be doing. So anyway, so sorry, I keep cutting this video. There's bits I keep leaving out, and I want to get everything included. So I'm putting the little doll face up, head up, into this jar, and I'm going to put some sugar in there. This will sweeten up the client's life. We want this client to we want her to be noticed. We want her to stand out from. That's what I've petitioned Haggy for, to stand out from other females, to have her aura change, for men to be more attracted to her. The man in question and other people, why not? This woman is a very attractive woman, but we want to give her the upper hand magically. So that's what I've asked to happen, and for Haggy to guide her in certain directions. Even in her personality, Haggy will help with regards to how she should act around him, things like that. This will help, and it will also give her a boost, if you know what I mean. It will help her just get everything and give her confidence as well, get everything moving with the spell work as well, and give her confidence, and she knows that she's a beautiful woman. So I'm going to pop some ginger and some cinnamon. That is excellent for attracting men, lust, all those things. And I'm going to put in some precipitation, because we do want this to happen now, not tomorrow. We want it to happen now, so we're going to push it as fast as we can. But of course, time does not exist in spirit, in my opinion. Oh, that's some church dirt. I love church dirt in spells like this. But like I said, time is something that doesn't really exist. But, I always ask the spirit as fast as possible, as soon as possible. There's no harm in trying. And I'm going to pop in some Mend Broken Heart. That will help. Just help her. Reconciliation. I work with Haggy. I've worked with Haggy for quite a while, and I really, 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 really love working with this spirit. It helped me with a lot of major decisions about health, image, stuff like that. Especially when you get a lot older. I'm no spring chicken, but Haggy is really good for that. Attraction. That's an attraction spray. I'm not going to overload this. I just want to put a few little bits of petals in there. I want to just get some protection powder in there as well, just to, help her. Protection powder is always a good thing to add. You just don't know. People are, even this simple evil eye, jealousy can derail your life. Jealousy is a horrible thing, really is. A tiny little pinch of rose water, and that's it. Pop the lid on. Shake this. That's it. I'm going to pop that on top of the seal. Okay, and I'm going to get a green candle, and I'm going to burn a green candle on this. And I will probably give this like 3 weeks, and we can see how things go. And that will be deployed at the same place as the Amon spell. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. These workings are always very, very effective, I find. Again, excellent spirit to work with, and there's not a lot of information really out there on Haggy, but it's up to you what you want to do. Let me see. Amon as well. Amon I don't think a lot of people call on Amon for reconciliation, but I've had quite a few successful outcomes with regards to Amon. So I like to call on Amon for reconciliation. Guisha, wise, it would be Amon, it would be Dantalion, and there's another one. Amon and Dantalion and Salos. There's more, but Amon for some reason came to the forefront for this. So I'm going to do a few cards for the client. I'm not sure if it'll be in this video or the next one. But that's what I've got, and I'm going to get this rolling. And like I said, it's Friday. I'm in the hour of Venus, and we'll give it the 3 weeks, 2 weeks for the other one. See how things go. Feel free to email me, thehouseofmagick@gmail.com, and have a good evening.